Welcome to Mental Health in a Moment. Let's talk a bit about anger. Anger, some would consider to be a secondary emotion that comes secondary to the emotions that we would feel first in any given situation. Anger is an activated emotion that can often give us an energy that allows us to do difficult things. The problem is with anger, if it's uncontrolled or really activated, what we get are very dynamic expressions of that emotion and big behaviors, and ultimately that's what people see are the behaviors, and the behaviors are sometimes problematic. So as you can see with the anger iceberg, anger is the emotion that you see through the behavior that is activated, and maybe that can look like yelling, getting bigger, punching a wall, punching anything, throwing something. It's a physical, dynamic expression of primary emotions like fear or sadness, frustration, grief, powerlessness, despair, shame, disgust. There's many emotions that we can feel. If we take the example of road rage, what we see are people yelling and gesturing to each other and chasing sometimes. And if we checked in, what is really happening? Well, sometimes if there's a situation that causes someone to be scared, a near fender bender or accident, what they're really feeling first is maybe some fear and maybe some frustration because they're trying to get somewhere, and maybe powerlessness because they don't know how to express themselves or they can't get out of the jam that they're in. Or maybe they're feeling misunderstood because they thought they had the right of way and the other person thinks that they had the right of way, and really it's a misunderstanding all around. Or ultimately, maybe a person throws on their brakes and then feels bad about it and feels embarrassed, but doesn't like that feeling, and so anger is the thing that comes. So what do we do about anger? Well, anger is an emotion, a secondary emotion, but it's a big activated emotion. So it's kind of going back to anxiety and emotion regulation strategies. So breath, focus, and ultimately, in the long run, learning what it is that activates us. What are the emotions that get me to this place of anger? And what can I do to get really cozy with those? What can I do to be able to understand myself so that I can catch those emotions as they're forming before the anger shows up? So ultimately, emotion regulation, breath and focus, and then seeking to understand. And if you seek to understand, and if you use the breath and focus strategies, you will find yourself less dynamically angry, with less behaviors, and ultimately living your best life.